Let's look at this more advanced patch called drums and delay. So I'm going to pick up my violin. I'm going to start to play. So this is kind of fun because this drum thing turns on when I play and it goes away when I stop playing after a little bit of time. And you should also hear that there's some feedback, some echo. You can hear it right now, just my voice, but might be kind of hard to hear it under the drums, but it's there. So let's take a look at this and how you can customize it. The first control here on the interface, I've written out that controls the tempo. So let's try it. So that controls the tempo of everything. It also affects the delay time because this whole system is synchronized to this one tempo. So the delays that we're getting, this echo that we're getting from the delay module, they're synchronized with the drums. But you can also, just set things at a fixed tempo and then turn this dial, number 1, and it's kind of hard to tell, but it's changing the echo time and it's making it related musically, rhythmically to the tempo of the drums. Okay, so everything's synchronized here for you automatically. You know, it'll make the delay time, half notes or dotted eighth notes or something. So you can turn that dial and it'll affect that. Now, dial number 2 is a really cool control because it kind of opens up this new frontier of violin playing, I think. And that's the possibility of someone basically DJing your violin while you're playing. So I'm going to start by putting this dial right in the middle, and you can see what it's connected to on the screen. It's this bias control down here, and this is related to the drum patterns that we're hearing. So I'm going to set bias right in the middle, and I'm going to, let's get a nice tempo here. Let's see what this sounds like. Right now we're just getting one kick, one snare. So pom, cha, like that, okay? That's what happens when we're in the middle. If you turn bias more towards the left, so control number 2 more towards the left, you're gonna get more kicks. And if you turn it more towards the right, you're gonna get more snares. Now this is really cool because it means that, you can change the drum pattern while you're playing and it can affect how the music feels. So let's turn it all the way to the left. So lots of kicks. Let's turn it all the way to the right. And now more snares, like more snare drum heavy patterns. So this is fun because you could be playing and someone could be sitting on the side and turning this dial to change the pattern that you're getting. Now the last knob controls the loudness of the hi-hat, which is that thing you hear on the 16th notes that's constant. And I don't know why I chose that for the last thing that's connected here. It just seemed like, I don't know, it could get kind of annoying if it's too loud, or maybe you want some control over it. So you can play with it to adjust it. Now there's a ton of other things that we could do here. A ton of other interesting things that you could control that would be fun. And I think you should just kind of imagine and think about, what else would you want to control here? Maybe you'd want to control how long it takes for the drums to fade out. Or maybe you want to change your drum samples so that you have different drum sounds. And you can do that actually. If you wanted to put in some different drum samples, these 3 devices down here, you can see that there's a little line showing when they play. Well, this is actually the kick drum sound and the snare and the hi-hat, the 3 drum sounds we've got. So if you wanted to change those, you could click on the load button here. And I have a folder of samples called 1 a.m. drums, like a 1 a.m. percussion kit, so some kind of late night drumming. And you can click on a sample, and it will actually load that entire folder of samples into this device. And then you can turn this sample dial around to select different sounds from the folder, and you can see the name of it up there. So yeah, you could just turn those dials and pick different sounds. So lots of room for customization.